Hello guys, we are continuing our Ace Attorney Apollo Justice playthrough, and we are in our second trial of this game. We're defending the son of a mobster, I think. Or is it a mobster? Or Yakuza, or whatever it is. I have no idea how we're gonna prove it's not him, but but it's an Ace Attorney game, so somehow we're gonna do it. I have no theories about who could have done it or how they did it. So let's continue. June 16th, 9:46 a.m. District Court Defending Lobby number 2. Huh? Mr. Wright's not here today? He said his old foot injury was acting up. Old injury? He was all smiles yesterday. Yes, he smiled when he said we'd be fine as long as you're there, Tracy. Yeah, fine. We'll be fine. Here comes justice. I started my voice training at 5 this morning. Ooh, do some now. I want to see her here. Huh? Oh, okay. My name is Apollo Justice, and I'm fine. That sounds more like a self-mantra than voice training. I'm fine. I'm fine. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. Good morning. Yo, sup? Hit me with the guilty verdict, G. See if I care. You just hang loose and let things go with the flow. You know what I'm saying. Not really. Walkie, don't be running your mouth like that in there. See, that's the difference between me and you, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. Real G's can't keep it real till they spend some hard time in the pen. You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Sounds like they've both been voice training too, Apollo. My worst fears realize. The trial's starting and I still haven't had a real talk with my client. June 16th, 10 a.m. District Courtroom number 4. Oh, okay, so he's the defense attorney. He's the prosecutor. Court is now in session for the trial of Waki Kataki. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready to rock and roll, Judge. It's him, the pre guy from yesterday. He's a prosecutor. It's Mr. Gavin's brother. Long time no see, Prosecutor Gavin. Were you taking a leave of absence? You know that little band I started my free time? Thing is, we got popular. Hard to say nine to your fans when 3 of your singles go platinum, Ja. I see. To be honest, I was a little concerned. I feared that you might be still distraught over that one trial. Not to worry, Judge. I wouldn't miss this day in court for the world. It's worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, Ja. How could I pass up a chance to see the true strength of the little boy who bested my brother? It was worth canceling a show or two. Understood. You may give your ultimate statements to the court. Before that, I was thinking, is the air in this courtroom not a bit serious? Yeah, it's a murder trial. It is a court of law. That's no way to get the crowd jumping, Judge. They're not supposed to jump. This is a courtroom. Uptown baby, today we play it my way. What's that noise? Wait, is this music actually playing in the courtroom? Did he actually oh god. I think I'm gonna like this guy. Sometimes you gotta get up and down in order to get down. Wait, sometimes you have to get on up in order to get down. To prosecuting. This is crazy. Hal Merictis, director of the Merictis Clinic. The scene, People Park. He was found pulling a noodle stand. What in the world was a doctor pulling a noodle stand? Yes, I believe. You will only find that out by asking the defendant right here, right now. Because it's an undeniable truth that he shot the victim. What do you mean, undeniable? If you are to glare at anyone at justice, glare at the punk in the defendant's chair. His crime was witnessed, quite clearly, you see. Very well. Please admit this witness to the court. Oh my god. How in the... Nine. How in the world? Is he actually playing music somehow with that? I First, there's little matter to be cleaned up. Could you talk without the accompaniment? I don't know what that word means. I swear I could see the guitar for a second. What is it, Mr. Prosecutor Gavin? The motive, Judge. Why did the little punk do it? Why did he kill the director of Maractus Clinic? Not so fast. The defendant doesn't have to explain that. Oh, but what did the defendant specifically request to do so? And he did this morning. I want to give a shout out to all my... I want to give a shout out to all my homies. I believe he said... Oh, God. God, we're screwed. What? What is right? They always say that on stage you should hit the crowd with speed and ferocity. Sounds like it got you good, huh, Polly? Well, this is highly unusual, but the court will now hear from the defendant concerning his motive in the crime. So, you son are the defendant, Walkie, are you? I ain't your son, old man. You step to the Kentucky, you best be prepared to step strong. You step to a public official, you'd best be prepared to step into jail. You gotta hand it to him. Walkie sure has guts. It's not his guts I'm worried about. Well then, the court will now hear the testimony on the defendant's motive. From the defendant himself. Oh, God. I'll tell you one thing. That doctor was a quacker. Someone had to show him what's what. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my OP something bad. And then, he just lets me go without a word. See you later. Bye. So I gotta go in and get another doctor to patch me up again. That was the day I done figured out. No OG's gonna let that pass. That's why I went to his pad that night. Know what I'm saying? But you didn't go to his quote-unquote pad. You went to the park. A lot of stuff go down when you're keeping it real on the street, true that. I'll tell you one thing, that doc was whack. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. I can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about all this. Tell you, one thing's that doctor was a quacker. First of all, the word you're looking for is quack. And isn't that a little harsh? He's just your family doctor. Who asked you, pointy locks? Just who do you think you are? Your lawyer? Look, I ain't trying to hear that. He was a quacker, plain and simple. Someone had to show him what's what. By someone, you mean... Was there anyone with a score to settle with this doctor besides you, I mean? You better ask someone else, Holmes. What do I care? I made up my own mind and did what I had to be done. Straight gangster style. But why are you so mad at this doctor? Yo, sit back and listen when I drop it, G-Man. G-Man? Oh my god. Okay. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my op something bad. So you were a patient at the Maractus clinic half a year ago? For what reason? I had what you might call a mark of honor. Can you explain precisely what was wrong? We had a little run-in with the Raval's family. That's when I pulled a jack move and ran into an ambush. G busted a cap right in me. According to my sources, you couldn't stand the stress of waiting and ran in 15 minutes before the appointed time by yourself. Hey, I was more than a match for those guys. So you were carried to Marcus Clinic from there. Apparently, he was shot in the heart. Shot in the heart? And he's still alive? I can catch bullets between my teeth, but I never learned how to catch them with my heart. The bullet stopped just short of my thumper, you know what I'm saying? I would have been golden if it weren't for that whack dog. I can't even take out a stupid bullet. So, as you say, the surgery was a failure. Then he all the homes. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye. What do you mean he just let you go without a word? What do you think it means? It's whack, that's what. I'm not sure what that means, but sounds bad. It sounds as though our doctor wished to hide his mistake. That is why he let the defendant go. He's a lie, straight up. He's better G than me. So I gotta go in, get another doc to patch me up again. So this bullet is still... You know it, I can still feel it. Right there in my chest, pressing all against my heart. Your words are like a bullet, shot straight into my heart. Or something to that effect. Incidentally, that's from one of our hit singles. Well, that sounds like a straightforward case of malpractice. We're a G-man, we're no accident, that's for shizzle. Oh god, it hurts voicing him. It seems that there are more issues with this doctor. Man, putting him down was like doing the world a favor. Walkie, please consult your lawyer before saying things like that. Chin up, Apollo. Back straight. But why did this mistake only come to light that day? It was found during the family health checkup. The family checkup? That was one of the wackiest things of all. All us G's lining up, taking eye exams and all that. Better to die young than fade away, Bazoy. A relief to hear. What's a relief? Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart, if not attended to immediately, it could kill you. What? Yes, our doctor Maractis had knowledge concerning this ticking time bomb in you. Knowledge that would have saved your life. No way! That's whacked! There is proof. Your checkup report. Got metallic on in your heart. How ironic that you would kill one man capable of helping you. You're almost as careless as he was. Well, now that this place is hopping, let's get this gig started. Started? We had enough of a warm-up act, yeah? Time to hear from the witness. Walkie sure is quiet all of a sudden. I'm a little uneasy myself. Is this Gavin's strategy? What the... So, will you tell us your name and occupation? Okay. Is this the first time we've seen a witness that has not been shown to us yet? Like, that we haven't met yet? My name is Weasley Stickler. By occupation, I took a profits of the society law just support life, under which definition I must confessedly bring testimony. However, I must be honest, the meaning of identity, which commonly attached to the notion of occupation, and once we have accepted this reality, we see that our confusion is not gestalt per se, the desires and the vagueness inherent in the representation of doing. By which he means to say that he's a student. A junior at Ivy University, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, in the Department of Science and Engineering. Filled with curiosity for all things, I spend my days in pursuit of truth, honing my stickler. Please direct said curiosity to the case at hand today. Very well, Mr. Stickler. Please testify to the court about what you saw the night of the crime. You ask, quite simplistically, I understand that Homo sapiens possesses two eyes. This is designed to receive and interpret data sending images. Oh God, I almost lost my breath there. That night, I passed through the park on my way home from shopping when I saw them. One man pulling a stand among another man facing him. I saw them quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. A shot! The bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front, square in the forehead. Is there anyone else in the pocket? Wait, in the forehead? Oh, right temple. I mean, I guess. Let's see, cause Brendan. Yeah, that's not the forehead. Yeah, okay, so I got him. Was there anywhere else in the park at that time? I can say with 100% accuracy that there was not. The pistol our witness refers to is this. The court accepts this into evidence. 2 rounds were fired. Fingerprints were wiped. From the crime scene. Huh. Now, that's weird, isn't it? If it was dropped, you. Yeah, that's weird. Wait, well, that would mean after it was dropped, someone came and wiped the fingerprints and put it there and left it there, which makes no sense. So what makes the most sense that the actual killer wiped the fingerprints off and left it there. Very well, Mr. Justice. You may cross-examine the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Trucy, why are you staring like that at the witness? That man. I can't help but feel I've seen him somewhere before. Okay, let's get the obvious contradiction out of the way, at least. Yeah, no. Yeah, how about no? Because this. Phew, that's all of it. I think I have a chance. Is that you relaxing, I see, Your Justice? Um, ahem. Objection! Once is quite enough, Mr. Justice. Apollo, pace yourself. This trial's not over yet. Yeah, right, look at this. The, autopsy report? Is there a problem with the autopsy report? Yeah, his testimony is total bupkis. Right, a problem. Problem. Yes, the problem is the location of the entry room. The location? You testified that the killer shot the victim square in the forehead, do you not? Ah, I've already determined your angle of inquiry. Allow me to explain. It's quite simple, really. For to understand that when I say square, I speak not enough demonstrate what he means. For example, the reflective meter 1.6, the wavelength of the light emitted by the krypton particle as well. No. In addition, we were known that the fact that krypton particles are rare and invisible to the naked eye. I was pointing to the basic facility of a line of reasoning. Mr. Justice. Yes? What's your objection to these, krypton particle things? This is the big time, and you're obsessed with something so small. You disappoint me. No, I'm obsessed with something big. I mean, there's a bigger and less nitpicky problem here. Do tell. Just look at the autopsy report. The location of the entry room was the right temple. Temple? Mr. Stickler, you said quite clearly that the victim was shot square in the forehead. That's a contradiction, isn't it? Don't say... Right? Finally. Justice. Justice. Yes? Your tactics are outdated, trying to shake the witness by objecting to trifles. Surely you haven't forgotten the fatal wound your master suffered 7 years ago? Phoenix Wright, was it? Look, I know the wound was in the wrong place according to his testimony. No. Hey, her forehead. Forehead? Let us imagine you were walking through the park. You see two men, facing each other, one with the pistol trained on the other. What would you do, her forehead? Well, I guess I would try to stop them. I'd probably shout, "Stop!" And you, Fräulein? Me? Well, I'd probably scream, "Eek!" And you, her Stickler? What did you shout, I wonder? Ah, the victim turned his head at the last moment. Ah, yes. Thank you for jogging my memory. It sounds like an addendum to the testimonies required. No, I don't think you can just do that. Like, we no longer have trust in his memory that he's willing to just add things as soon as we call him out on something. But it's his attorney. People are allowed to just do this for some reason. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. Ceaseless once, you two, I cried with composure. The victim turned in the direction of my voice, and a shot rang out. Whereupon our cowardly killer, the defendant appeared to have become frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. Yeah, so why would the handgun have no fingerprints? I see. So you attempted to stop the crime. Indeed, with composure. Well, maybe the criminal wouldn't have fired if he hadn't shouted like that. That doesn't really matter now, unfortunately. Let us consider the new testimony, shall we? Observe the diagram, if you would. The witness, Mr. Stickler, was it, stood here. He shouted, "Oh!" He started, "Oh! Stop, please," or something of the nature. And the victim responded by looking at the witness's direction. If the killer were to have fired at just that moment, as we can see, the bullet would have struck the right temple as in this report. That does seem to be the case. Witness the power of a junior in Ivy University's Department of Science. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may cross-examine the witness. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. So you saw a raised pistol? Weren't you frightened? What can be said? We students of Ivy University know no fear. The moment I saw that pistol, my inner sense of justice compelled me to take action. That was certainly brave of you. You might have gotten shot. Eh? You certainly were lucky. If I were in the killer's shoes, I certainly wouldn't have left a witness behind. God. You know, I was kind of getting suspicious of him, but now I don't know. Like, he seems genuinely terrified of that thought. He actually looks like he had no idea he was in danger. Regardless, I attempted to halt the bloodshed. Cease this at once, you two, I cried with composure. Are you sure both men were able to hear your voice? They were, of course. My high, exquisite voice echoed through the park. And the victim responded with that clarion call. Quite. The victim turned in the direction of my voice, and a shot rang out. You hear the gunshot at the same time as the victim turned. Indeed, I would say about the same time, to be precise. And the victim didn't ask you for help? It can be said that he didn't have time to ask. He didn't even have time to take a single step. I'm totally sure that the killer fired because Mr. Stickler had startled him. Don't say that too loud, Tracy, please. Whereupon the Cali killer, the defendant, appeared to become frightened. Can you describe the killer's actions more clearly? He seemed quite surprised, especially considering that it was he who did the deed. As we can see, human psychology is tangled web indeed. He simply couldn't believe what he had done. He shot, he panicked. A common tale, but true. Unfortunately, before I could take further action, tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. You didn't try to apprehend the criminal? It all happened so fast. I'm afraid I hadn't the time. Doesn't something about that strike you as odd, Apollo? What? The killer was in a hurry, right? He fired the pistol and tossed it right away. According to the testimony, that's what happened, yes? In that case, I expect to find something that we didn't find. Find something? Find what? I like that contradiction. Kind of sad to see it go. Not as sad as I feel. What do we do now? At least the testimony is getting a little clearer. She's right. Maybe I can find something to use in this new testimony. I see that. So where... Okay. Okay, there are few things. He took a shot and then threw it away. That's like two weird things because it fired twice and the fingerprints were gone. They were wiped, as it says here. Meaning that someone would have to come back to the scene to clean it. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna save real quick. Okay. Okay, present. Oh, the music stopped. Wait a second. Just. Another misleading request, yet you're so beholden of your own mode of discourse you can't see how it affects you. Oh. Come again? Wait a second, you say? A second? Are we intended to just wait that? A single second, 1/16th of a minute? That's hardly enough time to draw breath, let alone make a statement in court. Now, had you asked for a longer period of time, say 30 minutes at advice, Mr. Justice! Yes, Your Honor? Am I understand? You are objecting to the length of a second? Yes, I mean, no, here, just look at the pistol. It doesn't have a single fingerprint on it. A common ploy, made all the more common, I feel, by the prevalence of television. Criminals these days loathe to leave fingerprints. Wait, but you said the killer tossed the gun and ran. That's right. He didn't have time to wipe the gun for prints. A little girl sticking it to the university student. There's a song there. I'm not little. Then let's think like adults, shall we, Fraulein? Fraulein? Eh? What if the killer, the defendant, was wearing gloves? Gotta admit, I didn't think of that, Apollo. But no, like it specifically says they were wiped. Not that there were no prints, that they were wiped. Well, Mr. Justice. Could the killer have been wearing gloves? No, because I guess because of the knife he found. The record of the murder weapon is very clear about one thing. The fingerprints were wiped, which means some trace of prints remained, which contradicts your testimony. Everything happened as you say it did. He wouldn't have time to wipe the pistol.
That may be, but it does not change what I saw. The killer, the defendant, he threw down the murder weapons from his hand and fled.
Well, we just showed that he's unreliable. That could not happen, and that we should not believe you. That is not an argument.
And this pistol was found at the scene of the crime, was strongly suggesting that this was the weapon that he disposed of.
That sounds solid to me, Whaler Forehead. Any of your present objections? What gives, Apollo? Let's see that voice training go to work. You know, I only recently realized something. No matter how much you train your voice, it doesn't matter if you have nothing to say. What do you mean, nothing to say? Isn't it obvious from what the witness just said? Huh? Isn't what obvious? When he restated what he saw just now, he said that he saw a walkie drop a murderous weapon. But that's not the same as being 100% sure what walkie threw away. You're right. He's just confused because a pistol was found at the scene. Poor Mr. Stickler. He must be hard to be so perfect, and yet it was so wrong.
Well, it can be said I'm quite offended. What is indeed true that one time I used a one time library that was seized by the teacher and posted on the blackboard for all to see, and also a palliation poem might be perfect to my name, yet the first.
What we can say for certain is that the witness saw the killer throw something. Does the defense have anything to say about this?
Well, if what he threw wasn't a pistol, then it had to be something else. At least one person on the defense team seems to be thinking. Ah, I like that smile off your pretty face, Gavin.
Perhaps you can inform the court as to the nature of this something else. What did the killer throw away before fleeing the scene?
It was, this shiv.
Is that a sword? I saw one of those on the late night movie last night.
Great, a sleep deprived judge. Judge, you're, how am I forgetting these words? Okay. This knife was found at the scene of the crime, with the defendant's prints on it.
His prints?
The single piece of evidence proves two important things. One, what the defendant threw down wasn't a pistol. Two, that the defendant wasn't wearing gloves.
Indeed?
Oh, forehead? You're forgetting two other things that you've just proven. Huh? One, that the man that the witness saw was the defendant, Mr. Waki Kitaki. Two, that the defendant was holding a knife with the intent of harming the victim. Oh.
Indeed.
Never underestimate a Gavin is the Never underestimate a Gavin is the lesson here.
This court is of the opinion that our witness is fond of making assumptions. Not right. I believe it would behoove us to hear about what really occurred. With less assuming, please.
It's always the same with you people. Mark left the house on foot, and 5 minutes later his brother left after him. How long will it take for Mark's brother to catch up to...
What? Why are you...
Assuming that Mark never had to stop for a traffic light. Assuming, yes, that's what I said. Assuming. As if that were a probable situation at all. Just here we are, assuming that my assumption is no better.
Ahem. What this court assumes is that the witness will testify as to what happened after the shot was fired.
Did not prevent the killer from leaving the scene. nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else.
Why didn't you chase the killer?
He was, how do you say, a killer. Of course, I could have run him down, yet what would he have done when cornered? Sadly, it takes more than aptitude for solving quadratic equations to know that.
Did the testimony earlier not prove the defense's presence at the scene? And do we not now know that there was no one else there? It seems clear that we have our killer. Does it now? Does it not?
Does it not, Mr. Justice?
I better find a way to take this testimony down quick. Okay. Let's see what we got.
I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene, nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else.
Okay, wait. Let me check the evidence we got here. So, okay, 10 p.m. So I ran. So I guess it was at 10:10. No. Okay. So the police arrived at 10:10. The witness is way too self-assured. There's got to be a weakness somewhere in this testimony. Okay. Which way did the killer run?
By that time, it was clear the killer had not noticed me. Naturally, he ran in the opposite direction.
That would mean he ran in the opposite direction from the Kentucky mansion. A ton. Don't even think about pointing out that he was going away from his home. All he had to do was loop back once, and once he was out of sight. How do you know that's where he was going?
I simply leave the scene in good conscience.
Okay. You were certainly composed for someone who just had witnessed a killing.
Oh, if one is devout one night to the pursuit of science, one must never flinch at the sight of a little blood, nor be so moved by a chemical discovery that one drops one's flask upon the lab room floor.
Ooh, cool answer. Very cool. So nothing strange about how he acted. Juicy looks like she has something to say. Okay, what I want to see is the map. So, Kentucky Mansion. So that means he ran that way. Okay, so opposite of Kentucky Mansion, he went. So I'm guessing. What am I missing here? Okay, wait. So, where were they standing? So they said he was going to the right. Okay, wait, so the witness is standing here at the X. Okay. I think I need to see that again. Okay, wait. Opposite direction of the good. Okay, wait. So he went right, which means he went opposite of the mansion. Hold on. So the opposite of mansion. So that's right. Okay, wait. So that means the witness was standing here. And if right is the opposite of the mansion. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Okay, so that must mean the witness was standing around here. Wait. Okay, wait. So we turn right. Okay. Okay, I think I understand the scene.
I'll go. I use my cell phone to call the police.
Wasn't your first thought to call an ambulance?
It can be said that I have dabbled in medicine. The injury I witnessed, namely a single shot to the head, tends to result in death. Ergo, there is no need for me to call an ambulance. Oh, a perfect syllogism, a proof from 3 parts. Exquisite, simply exquisite.
He actually looks like he's going to cry.
Until the police arrive at the scene, 10 minutes later, I saw no one else.
Can you tell us in detail about these 10 minutes?
I stood in a state of heightened awareness. Anything could happen at any moment. Anyone could appear at any direction.
Is that all?
No one came. Nothing happened at all. I saw it all. Which is to say, I saw nothing.
It was late that night. It was late at night. It would not be odd to think there would be a few people around the park.
So he just stood there watching? Not much to go on there. Juicy, if you got something to say, by all means say it. Can't find a single problem with that testimony. Had enough at last there, forehead. Maybe it's time to back off a bit. No. The defense still has some questions that demand answers, Your Honor.
Your opinion, Prosecutor Gavin?
Oh, let him play attorney until he's satisfied, I say. I will amuse myself by composing my next smash hit in my head.
Very well. You may continue with the cross-examination.
Okay. What? Okay. But the pressing thing... Oh. No, wait. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. I think I did go... Oh, wait, I do got it. Because if the killer was going right, away from the mansion, that means he would have been going to where the witness was standing. Okay. No, don't back off. Yeah, because if the victim turned, like, looked left right at the witness, that means he would have been standing away from the house. Oh wait, never mind. I guess not. I am. I guess so. Let me see if there's something that I missed. Maybe the car? Yes, maybe. For no one coming? Okay, maybe. Let's try this. No? Wait, hold on. Some of us have glamorous careers without to get back to this month, our forehead. I don't have enough to put walking away yet. I guess I'll try. I'll just do that right now. Nah. There's nothing fishy about that testimony at all.
It appears there's no objection to the witness's current testimony.
There are any numbers of ways to explain it, like a print on the pistol, I assure you. Perhaps the killer really was wearing gloves when he wiped the previous user's prints off. Then, after the deed was done, this fell in his pocket as he was throwing the gun away. A mistake befitting of a small-time punk in my opinion. No! No!
It seems we'll come to the end of the line here.
No, that can't be at all. How unfortunate. It seems that you weren't cut out to stand at the same stage as me. Were you, Earth Forehead?
I believe this brings the cross-examination to a close. This court will now declare the verdict for the defendants of Waki Kitaki.
Yeah. What the? Trucy! Nobody move!
What? What's the meaning of this? Who are you?
There'll be no verdict in this court, not yet. Wait, are you one of the Kitakis?
The Kitakis? You mean the notorious gangsters?
You don't want to see me if you don't want to see me give the pretty little girl a new smile, do as I say. Adjourn the court for 20 minutes.
What? This court will not bow to the pressure from the likes of you.
Judge. I see little point in further aggravating this gentleman. Recess. 20 minutes, or I promise you, you'll regret it. Hey, how did he disappear so fast? Come to the defendant lobby, Apollo.
I suppose I have no choice but to adjourn for a 20-minute recess. Bailiff, catch that mysterious man!
If I had a nickel for every time, if I had a nickel for every time our young female sidekick got kidnapped, so we can help the person they're defending get an innocent verdict, I'll have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Well, Trucy's been kidnapped. I don't know. I guess he's also one of the Kitakis, but okay, but I'm guessing this isn't like the last game. So I'm guessing that person's gonna have like a single piece of evidence that we don't know about that can help our defendant. So I'll see you guys on Saturday when we continue this.